This video is looking at the topic B5 and within that the human endocrine system. There are additional videos on most of these hormones and glands. This is just a basic overview of all of the different glands in the human endocrine system. So the important thing to remember if we've got to define a hormone, this would be for 3 marks, and it's a bit of, I've seen the question, it's a bit of an ambiguous one because it says what are hormones, and for 3 marks you need to say hormones are chemical messengers, they're produced by glands and they travel in the blood. They're produced in really small quantities, that's important to remember as well, and they're much slower than nervous impulses. So if you had to compare hormones to the nervous system, they're much slower but much longer lasting. First of all, looking at the pituitary gland. If we wanted to, we could abbreviate pituitary gland to PG. That's going to remind us that all of the hormones produced by the pituitary gland are those hormones that can be abbreviated to letters. We must never fall into the trap of using the word brain. We must say pituitary gland. So we've got FSH, which we can remember just as FSH. This is in the menstrual cycle. You'll find more of this on the menstrual cycle video, and that's the follicle stimulating hormone that matures the egg. And then we've got LH, which is luteinizing hormone, and that is the hormone that releases the egg. We've also got ADH. This is for triple content only, so this is for the separate scientists. ADH is involved in water control in the kidney by making the tubules that reabsorb water either more permeable or less permeable. Again, more about that in the kidney video. And then we've got TSH, which is the thyroid stimulating hormone. This one works in conjunction with thyroxine in the throat. And again, you'll see more of that in the negative feedback video. So that's everything for the pituitary gland. We've got the thyroid. Think throat, thyroid, thyroxine. Thyroxine is about regulating metabolism. You might have heard of an overactive thyroid or an underactive thyroid, and it's controlled by TSH, as we previously mentioned. Again, look out for the next video on that. Then we've got the pancreas. We know all about the pancreas from B2. We know that the pancreas makes enzymes for digestion, and now we're learning about the hormones that it makes, insulin and also glucagon. Glucagon is really important that we get our spelling right on that one. They will not allow incorrect spelling of any kind. Also with the word glycogen. You can hear that glycogen and glucagon are really similar words, so we must get our spelling right on that. So if we've got too much sugar in the blood, the body, or the pancreas should I say, releases insulin. And if we've got not enough sugar in the blood, the pancreas releases glucagon. More about that in the pancreas video. Then we've got the adrenal glands. If you think about the fact that the kidneys are part of the renal system, you can see the adrenal glands there are added on to the kidneys, so adrenal. And this produces the adrenaline. We call this the fight or flight hormone, and this results in maybe we've got a kind of stressful situation. We've got 2 options where you can go. We can kind of face the music and fight, or we can run away, which is flight. So we'll get an increase in the heart rate, increase in the breathing rate. This gets more oxygen and glucose to cells, and we get an increased amount of respiration as a result of adrenaline. Then we've got the ovaries. Again, we talk about these in the menstrual cycle. We've got 4 hormones involved in the menstrual cycle, and the 2 hormones that are words, so not abbreviated to letters, are estrogen and progesterone, and they both come from the ovaries. More about that in the menstrual cycle video. And then lastly, we've got the testes, which release the hormone testosterone, and we don't actually have to refer to that one anymore. It's the only one out of all of them that doesn't have its own video to explain it further. So in summary, working from top to bottom, you'd have to identify these glands on a diagram. That is one of the things that they say you need to do. So pituitary gland in the brain, quite a difficult one to spell, so try and have a go at getting that one right. Thyroid in the throat. Pancreas, looks like a leaf or a carrot underneath the stomach. Adrenal glands, we said it's added to the renal system. Ovaries and testes. Pituitary gland releasing all the hormones that can be abbreviated to letters. Thyroid, thyroxine. Pancreas is insulin and glucagon. Adrenal is adrenaline, and the ovaries, estrogen, progesterone, testes, testosterone. Hope you found that useful. Thank you.